Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Wilton Report. My name is Josh Wilton, and today we're going to go Real Estate 101, 101, 01, 01, and we're going to talk about the incredibly exciting topic of home inspections. It's not exciting, but it is important. In a seller's market, which we're in, there's a lot of talk about waiving home inspection. Should I waive home inspection? What is a home inspection? So we're just going to kind of start with the basics of what is it and talk about strategies to deal with it in a market where I will tell you last night, I think we had 13 offers on a listing here in Princeton. So what do you do? So just a quick review of the buying process. The first thing you have to do is you just want to decide you want to buy a house. And does rate factor into it? Yes, of course it does. Really, rate is the least important thing in the home buying process. It's really, do you want to buy a house? Are you getting married? Are you getting divorced? Are you getting promoted, demoted, moving, relocation, upsizing, downsizing, kids left, kids are coming home? Those are all the really primary decisions, the life decisions that predicate the home buying process. So the second thing is pre-approval, right? You want to make sure you're working with a local lender, someone who works in the market. In our little part of the state here in Princeton, we have really 3 or 4 counties within 10 miles. You have Middlesex County, we're in Mercer County, Somerset County, and Monmouth County. There's different lending limits in each of those counties. So you want to work with somebody who knows the lending limits, who knows the market. Have a consultation with a local realtor. Ounce of prevention, pound of cure. Find out what's going on in the market. Take 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, have a buyer consultation. Go over the process, go over the market data, the speed of the market, everything else. Go out and look at homes. Just meet your realtor, look at as many homes as possible, make offers, win an offer, right? We've talked about bidding strategies in other sessions. You go to attorney review, and immediately after attorney review, you make your deposit and you do your home inspection. So what is a home inspection? So I grabbed this off of a local company. They're located in Mercer County, Vitale Home Inspection. I will give them a recommendation. They're awesome. So what is a home inspection for? So for those of you listening, right, and not watching this on YouTube, roofing, structural, foundation, crawl space, driveway, deck, balcony, exterior, garage, interior, doors, windows, floors, walls, ceiling, stairs, built-in appliances, attic, ventilation, insulation, electrical system, plumbing system, HVAC. A big part of this process, too, is education, and we'll talk about that. But this is what a home inspector will cover when they go through your house. They will crawl into the crawl spaces. They will go into the attic. They will look on the roof. They will run the water. They'll check everything they possibly can. They'll take the lid off the electrical box and look at it. The other things that they will do in a home inspection, radon testing. Right? What's radon? It's a gas that you don't want in your house. Long-term exposure will cause cancer. Termites. What's a termite? Termite's a bug you don't want in your house. So you want to know if you are buying a house that has termites and if it's been treated, if it's an ongoing infestation or not. And lastly, and I think probably of all the things we just talked about, an oil tank sweep. If the house had an oil tank, and in our market, there's a lot of older houses that did have oil tanks, you want to find out, number one, with your realtor and the seller, and perhaps the seller's realtor, was a permit pulled for the tank's removal. Secondly, you want to conduct an oil tank sweep. Why? You don't want a leaky oil tank in your house. It'll basically be devalued. You have to get involved with the Department of Education. So that's an important one we'll talk about later. But that's it. That's what a home inspection does. But the overall purpose of a home inspection for the consumer is education. Education. So you move into a house, you have a water leak, you don't know where your water shutoff valve is. That's a problem. The home inspector actually shows you these things. They show you how to manipulate the basic appliances in your house, the furnace, the water heater, the shutoff valve, the heating component of the water heater. So you will be educated on your home. So go to the home inspection. So the number one focus of a home inspection really is education, right? And awareness as to how all of those systems in the house are operating currently. What is not the purpose of a home inspection? To renegotiate the contract price and terms. That is not the purpose of a home inspection, especially in a seller's market. So if you're going into the home inspection thinking, oof, we'll get them at the home inspection. And I've heard realtors say this to their customers. We're going to get them at the home inspection. No, you're not. It's their house. They live in it. They can put it back on the market and resell it. Probably right now for more money than they went under contract selling it to you for. So don't go into the home inspection with an adversarial mindset. Go into the home inspection with an educational mindset. This is here for me to learn about the home that I'm buying, the appliances and the stuff that's in it. And if there's something majorly wrong with it, we'll deal with it, but it's not an adversarial part of the contract. It feels that way, but it shouldn't be. So I'm going to give you a fact. Something will be found wrong with the house on the home inspection. So just say that in your head. When I buy a house, something will go wrong. Okay. Get that emotional reaction out of the way. And it could be something as simple as broken window seals in the window. An extreme example, right? Maybe they find an oil tank and it's leaking. That's probably the absolute most catastrophic thing that could happen. We're not going to talk about that today, but obviously you can always reach out for questions on that. So, what if something is found wrong with the house, right? The home inspection contingency part of the contract basically says if it's, something wrong with the house, has to have the house is being presented, meaning the washer, dryer, and fridge are included. And the home inspector goes in, and I'm going to give you a silly example. The cords have been cut on all three. Well, the seller represented that they're included in the house. You'll probably get pricing, and the seller would have to replace them. It just is what it is. It's a silly issue. Radon's in the house. You get a radon estimate on how to remediate the radon. If radon's in your contingency, you get it remediated before you move into the property. So what you want to do is look at the home inspection as an education. There's a massive checklist of things that go into operating a home: a furnace, air conditioner, dishwasher, lights, electric. Go into the home inspection with a mindset that I'm going to be educated as to how my home operates. That's it. When you get a car, you read the manual. Why? Because you want to know how to use your car. This is kind of like reading the manual for your home as done by a third party, the home inspector. So we are hearing in the market that we're in. So last night I was talking to one of my partners here at the office at Queenston and Princeton, and 13 offers on a house. Under $1 million in Princeton, very competitive segment of the market. We've talked about this in the past. And 13 offers. So in a situation like that, where it's a very competitive part of the market, buyers will waive the home inspection contingency part of the contract, saying this: look, I'll take the house as is. If something's wrong with it, I'll deal with it. So what does that mean? That makes your bid more competitive because the seller knows they're not on the hook to replace the washer, dryer, dishwasher. They're not on the hook to remediate radon. They're not on the hook to replace the, maybe dysfunctional garage door opener. So that is a huge pro. If you're a seller, it's a pro if you're a buyer because it makes you more competitive. The negative, what if there's radon? You have to remediate it, right? You will not be able to ask the seller to remediate it. Radon remediation, just as for example, is anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 on average. So a lot of the things in comparison to the cost of buying a home are not that extravagant, but it is a con in that your house may be a little less, you may find something after you move in. So my one thing, don't waive the oil tank sweep. Most sellers, most realtors are respectful of that. I've never had a contract rejected for that per se. I've had it rejected for price and other things, but that's a big one because if you have a leaky oil tank, that's a $50,000 to $100,000 repair. I don't know if anybody has tons of money lying around to do that. So that's just something that you maybe want to not waive. Okay. So what can you do to protect yourself regardless? So I heard the statistic once, and I did look for it this morning on the internet, of course, because you can find anything you want. The statistic was within the first year, you have an 86% chance of a major system in your house breaking: plumbing, dishwasher, furnace, HVAC, the air conditioning condenser coil breaks. So you have an 86% chance of a major system breaking within the first year. Get yourself a home warranty. So this is not a commercial for home warranty companies at all. This is a step you can do to perhaps protect yourself from a cash outlay later on. So what's a home warranty? It's the same thing as for your car. Like if you buy a car from the dealer, you get a dealer warranty. You buy a house from a new construction builder, you get a new construction warranty. I think it's for 3 to 5 years. After that, you're on your own. So companies are in the business of selling insurance for your home. So for those of you watching, you can see that the Platinum Care Plan, right, covers AC, cooling, heating, plumbing, electrical, water heater, ductwork, plumbing stoppage, clothes washer, garbage disposal, refrigerator, stove, oven, clothes dryer, garage door opener, ceiling fan, all those things that I talked about through this little podcast. So you can pay $700 to $1,200 at the closing. You buy insurance for the year. So if something breaks, you can go to your home warranty company and say, hey, I bought your plan. You need to fix this. Now, I will tell you, in my experience, insurance companies, and I don't care what insurance, your medical insurance, your dental insurance, your auto insurance, they don't love to spend money. And in my experience, the service at home warranty companies has never been awesome. Like it's not like it's like, wow, that was the best experience ever. Perhaps not as bad as like a John Grisham book where like, you have to litigate to get stuff, but it's probably a C. But that being said, if I'm a buyer and I know there's an 86% chance something's going to break and it will exceed the $700 to $1,200 I will spend on a home warranty, I'm buying the home warranty. And I will tell you, when we bought one of our houses, I didn't buy it. Plumbing backed up in one of the bathrooms, came through the ceiling in one of the rooms, had to fix the plumbing, had to fix the bathroom, had to fix the ceiling, had to do all that work. Didn't have a warranty and it wasn't covered, and it cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to fix it. Would have been cheaper if I had a warranty. I would have had to probably fight with the warranty company, but it would have been cheaper long term to do it. So there are strategies to buy, with the home inspection. But again, kind of what is the crux of a home inspection? It's an education. And the other thing too is, things are going to break. Your car breaks down. Have cash reserves. Don't spend every last dollar on the house and finance yourself into debt. And we talked about this last week. Have cash reserves as you're going through this process. And part of the cash reserves is, can I afford to replace my furnace? Or I go on a, PSCG offers a monthly plan to replace the furnace. Can I afford the monthly payment? So have cash reserves, have a plan. Don't panic. Get educated as to what might break in the house. And you're going to move in and you're going to have a great house, right? You're not going to lose it over broken window seals or something silly. So, the expression I think is, you can lose the battle and win the war. That's kind of like the home inspection part of the process. But there are steps you can do to be educated. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can always call or text 609-577-6786. You can follow us on YouTube at The Wilton Report. And I want to thank you all for listening again this week, and I'll see you again next week.